And school's almost out for winter break, and hundreds of kids from several local elementary schools were in the house for the Anchorage Wolverines versus the Springfield Junior Blue hockey game. While the Blues lost, those students were rocking. Next year, same time and place for the kids?
I think that's the plan. I think we're gonna do that. It was a lot of fun. It's just definitely different when it's a lot of young screaming as opposed to just your normal fans that are yipping and yelling.
And head coach Todd Pocock and I discussed a new NCAA rule that could pave the way for new roster movement for junior hockey leagues. Before last month, players at the junior level of the Canadian Hockey League were banned from playing in college. So players who still want to maintain eligibility, they would play in other leagues. That could include the one that the Blues are in the NAHL.
You had to make that decision. If you're a kid coming up at 16 and you decide, hey, I'm going to go to the CHL, when that was it, you lose your eligibility.
But the NCAA overturned that rule. Now players with college ambitions can switch leagues. It's been reported that a team in the BCHL recently lost several players after this rule. The Springfield Junior Blues are checking out the situation, and they have not been affected yet. They think they're going to be able to retain their roster.
We're a pretty tight-knit group here, and we're doing everything we can for them as an organization and as coaches, I believe. I think we have a pretty good group that are pretty happy.
And the Illinois Fighting Illini preparing for the Citrus Bowl in Orlando, Florida. They're taking on the red-hot South Carolina Gamecocks, who are 10-point favorites over Illinois. They do have one of the youngest teams in college football with very few seniors. And now they get an extra 15 practices together in a primetime bowl game. This is much different from last year, where Illinois had a losing record and the season ended in November.
I think just keep playing football, keep practicing. It's a huge advantage to have bowl practices, right? Being at home. I think I was at home right now, probably playing video games during this time. So I think just having those practices is really important.
In Illinois women's basketball playing their final non-conference game on Friday. They'll be hosting the Southern Jaguars at 12 p.m. Illinois is 9-2 and just days away from that daunting Big Ten schedule. But Illinois head coach Shauna Green has discovered new things about her team.
Learned that we were way more consistent defensively this year, which I think has been, I think we can hang our hat on. We're going to need, obviously, going into Big Ten play as competition rises. So I think those are probably two of the biggest things I've learned.
Don't miss a video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel today for more Central Illinois news.